Hello, YouTube friends and family. Welcome to the tea party in my sink. So what you're looking at, this is the third day. So the first video I showed you, that was day one, and I just gathered all my components together, give you opportunity to see if you're choosing to do this, what you might like to get. And then in yesterday's video, or the second day's video that I filmed yesterday, the actual putting together of the stuff that goes into this minus the alfalfa, because I don't have any yet, but I will be getting it. So when I actually do my compost tea for the garden, alfalfa will be in it. But this is fine for my houseplants, they'll be happy. So I wish you could smell this, because it really does smell like a healthy creek, like I was telling you about yesterday. And you can see the foaminess all over it. And in addition to the foaminess, along the side of the bucket, can you all see that on my finger? I call that bio slime, and so it's really important as soon as I decant this tea, let me turn this off so it's not making a big racket. As soon as I just decant the tea from my house plants, all these pieces in here, they need to get cleaned, and especially the bubblers, because if that stuff, the bio slime, gets stuck on those, it's really hard to clean them off, and then they won't bubble the next time I want to use it. So let me grab the thermometer. Let me just get it down. So I think it was a little bit warmer. I guess because it was in the house, and usually I brew this out in the garage, but it's 23 degrees out there this morning. It was colder last night. So yeah, if you can you see that? It's hard for me to look up while I'm bending over the sink. I turn it like that. Yeah, so it's like right at just shy of 80 degrees, and that's fine. This will be perfect. So this tea bag that has all the stuff in it will go out into the compost pile, and then I'll wash this bag really, really well. If you don't like to go out and spend money on paint strainer bags, like you don't have any other use for them, you can also ask your girlfriend or yourself for some old nylon stockings, or those little sock things, and that works perfectly well as a tea bag for this situation. So that's another cost saving effect. Anyway, I hope if y'all have questions about this, please ask me. And there's a book. Oh shoot, I was gonna bring it in the kitchen. It's called Teaming with Microbes, and it's these two guys, and they are hysterical writers. I mean, they must have drove their wives crazy with all the stuff they did. But anyway, it's a helpful book to understand soil life, microbiology. It's scientific, but it's written in a really fun way, and so it's easy to understand what they're talking about and why they were doing all this investigation. Oh, the other really important thing I wanted to tell you about this particular tool is, say you're going to plant something new on your property, like say blueberries, for instance, and you don't know if the microbial life within your garden area where you're going to put the blueberries is going to be conducive to the new plants you're putting in. If you have a neighbor or a friend or somebody who's willing to let you dig up some of the soil around healthy blueberries, or if you live in an area where there's rhododendron and mountain laurel, which also thrive with acidic type microbes around their roots, you can dig up some soil from around those plants and, keep it, don't expose it to sunlight, put it in a little dark box or a dark jar or something so it doesn't get exposed to the sunlight. Take that soil home, put it in a tea bag, do the same thing, put some molasses into the water. You could add a little bit of alfalfa to it as well if you chose to, and brew up a tea. And then when you put your blueberry plants into their new home, you can drench them with the soil gathered from around healthy blueberry plants, or if you didn't have access to those, rhododendrons and mountain laurel. Just confirm as you're gathering the soil that the plant is really healthy. It doesn't have any disease issues at all, because that would indicate a problem with the microbes in the area. If the plant's healthy, you know you're getting good microbe life from the soil that's around it. This also works with any other plant. So if you're putting in, say, apple trees or pear trees or something like that, and there's somebody around who's doing an organic growing of their trees, you could gather microbial life from around their, their existing plantate, any of the plants that you are choosing to put in. You can gather soil from around a healthy plant and make a tea. And when I was managing a community garden, we did this. We had blueberry plants coming in, and I've got blueberries here where I'm at, and they're good. So I gathered soil from around them, and here in Western North Carolina, there's lots of mountain laurel and rhododendrons. So I also collected some of the soil from around them, and then I made the tea, and we put the blueberries in, and immediately that first year they just took off. So there's life in the soil. There's things we can't even see. There are these miracle workers that do all this stuff on behalf of all life on the planet. And so we owe it to them to take care of them and do the best we can and work with them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And let's see if I can just step this up and say a little less shy today, because some of y'all are showing what jeans look like. So bye. See you in the next video.